Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I feel like I haven't done a makeup tutorial for y'all in so long, so here is going to be one for you today. It's a little bit more on the dark side, and then this orange lip kind of gives it a nice like fun fall vibe to go with it. And if you're wanting to see how I created this look right here and kind of like what products I all use, definitely keep watching and enjoy the video. Alright guys, as y'all can see, I have my natural hair here, so no judgment. I washed it this morning and just figured I would leave it as it is for the video. But like I said in the intro, we are going to be doing a dark kind of vampy slash fall look. It's honestly super easy. It's not a lot of shades, it's just like a very dark brown matte look that we're going for. Since we are going with a bit of a darker eye look, we're going to go in with a kind of like a lighter pinkish peach color on the lips, just to kind of like bring a little bit of life into it. I was gonna do a dark brown, but I thought it would be a little too dark for this look. But obviously if you like that, I do think that would look great. Like I would personally wear that on like a regular day, but I did want to give kind of like a lighter version just for y'all to see what you liked best. I recently started using, since I moved, the Morphe eyeshadow primer. I do really like it. It's very similar to the Urban Decay one, but I will say it is a lot cheaper, which is nice, especially like if you're on a budget. I think it's only like $15 or something. And then obviously if like Morphe was having a sale or you got like an Ulta coupon, it might work for that. So I just take a little bit on my ring finger and put it on. As far as eyeshadow palettes, we're gonna go in with the Morphe. It's the 35K palette. I believe it's still available. If it's not, I'll find one that's like similar and link it down below. And obviously all the products that I use will be linked down below in the description. So one thing I do really dislike about the Morphe palettes is that, especially like the older ones, is that they don't have names on them. So then like when you're going through and like watching someone's tutorial or something, you can't be like, oh, this color is the one that I'm using. Like you literally have to be like third from the left and down 5. And it's just like, I don't know. To me, it's not like, it seems like it's not that big of a deal, but in a way it is kind of a pain. So I don't know. I like how the new ones have names to go with them now. It just seems to make everything like easier. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the Morphe M441 brush, and we're first gonna go in just to kind of set the primer that we put down with this color right here. So it is the second one from the left on the top row, and I'm going to pick up some of it, tap it off, and just dust this in my whole entire crease. We're gonna mostly concentrate it in the crease, and then once there's not very much left on our brush, I'm gonna take it all the way up to the brow bone and all the way down. This is just kind of to help get everything smoothed out, and then it also helps with like not letting your primer get creases in it. Sometimes if you go in immediately with like your darker colors right on top of the primer, things won't blend out as seamlessly and it just kind of looks like choppy, or like the colors will kind of like clump up and like rub off, which obviously you do not want that at all. All right, now that we kind of have a base down, we are going to go in with the same M441 brush, and I'm going to use these last 2 shades on the top row. This week for school has been, actually like these last few weeks have just been absolutely crazy. We've had so much work to do and it literally feels like we have no time to like do anything fun. It's just a lot of, it's definitely like picking up and getting a bit more stressful, and it's just like the whole situation is a lot to deal with of like the virus and everything. Okay, so next I'm just gonna kind of go in and like mix and match with colors. So I'm going to go in with the second row and pretty much these second 2 shades and this one 2 in from the right. We're just kind of gonna mix them all together on my brush, and I'm using a M433 brush. This is similar to the M441. It's just a little bit smaller and a little bit denser so that you can kind of pack more of the color on. I don't know why every time I do this makeup look, it reminds me of something that like Elena Gilbert would wear from the Vampire Diaries, just because you know, like, she's always wearing those like dark brown eyeshadow colors, and so every time I do this I'm like, yes, I feel like Elena. Okay, so I know it's kind of a long ways away, but I've already kind of started like thinking and planning going home for Christmas. I'm so ready for Christmas, and I'm ready for the semester to be over and ready to go home and like see my parents and my family and everything. So that will be a lot of fun. I talked to them the other day, and my other sister Cameron was like, we talked about putting up the tree. She said they had talked about doing it last weekend, so I don't know if that actually happened or they were just like, oh yeah, that would be fun. So I will have to ask them that tonight, if they're actually planning on putting up the tree, which, I mean, I would love that. I want to try to find like a small little inexpensive tree. I don't know, I was thinking I might look at like Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something, because I figure if I get like a 50% off coupon, it probably won't be too much, but I don't know, we'll just kind of see. So now I'm going to use my Morphe M321 brush. I'm going to pick up this color. It's 2 from the right on this second row. It is kind of like a darker brown. And I'm going to pick up a little bit from this third row, the third color in right here. And I'm just kind of picking them both up together on my brush. And I'm going to go here just in like the outer V. And it's gonna look super choppy whenever you first put it down, and that's completely fine. It's honestly kind of what we're going for, is just like a very harsh line. But then we'll go back in with that same brush we were using before and just blend everything out so that it all looks very seamless. And I like to take it down on my lash line and kind of like create a little wing right there. And again, we will blend this all out, so don't worry. So I'm going to go back in with the Morphe M433 brush and just pick up a little bit of these top 2 shades on the right in the first row and just kind of blend everything out. We're just going to like lightly dust over everything, getting it all worked in so that there's no harsh lines and you can't see like where we put down with that M321 brush, like where we put down that dark brown. Like, we don't want to see a distinctive line of where that was. Okay, so for the lid color, I'm going to go in with the color on the second row and the third row, the first colors right here. They are a little bit more shimmery, which we're wanting to keep this pretty much all matte, except for right here. We're just gonna like pop a little bit into the inner corner just to kind of give us a little bit of reflex. We don't want anything too crazy. I know you probably never thought you would hear me say that we don't want a ton of glitter and like shimmer, but surprisingly, today's the day. Okay, so now that we look like a total crazy person, I always think I look horrendous and like the makeup looks terrible whenever you've just done your eyes, but I promise you, once we get our face makeup on, it will look a lot better. So as usual, I'm gonna go in with my Tarte face tape. I'm almost out of this. I'm so sad, as y'all can see. It's literally almost gone, but luckily I have another one, so it's not too big of a worry. And I'm gonna go in with my dampened beauty sponge and just put a little bit on here and blend it into my face. So I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the color 20B, and the face tape I use is in the color 12S, which is Fair Sand. So I'm just gonna go in and put a little bit here underneath my eyes, and then any areas that I'm having like problems with. And again, I'm going in with my damp beauty sponge and just blending everything out. But yeah, I'm wanting to see some new Halloween movies and just kind of do that. Some of my like personal favorites, I love the Addams Family movies. I think those are so much fun. I love them. And then I don't know if y'all have seen Dark Shadows with Johnny Depp. Me and my sister Olivia absolutely love that. We saw it a few years ago and just died over it, so that one's definitely a favorite. I like The Nightmare Before Christmas, love Hocus Pocus, Witches from like with Tia and Tamara. I think those are so great. And then the Halloween Towns, I like those too. I like Edward Scissorhands. I guess you could consider that as like a Halloween movie. I don't know. I do. So I like that one. But yeah, if y'all have any recommendations of ones you really like that aren't too scary, definitely let me know. And I mean, like, if y'all have ones that are like scary, definitely drop them down below as well, because I'm sure there's someone in the comments who likes that. So yeah, I mean, I probably won't watch it, but someone else might. So now I would usually go in and powder my face just to kind of set everything in. But I am going to use my Fenty Beauty, the trio, I think they're called the Matchsticks, to contour. I'm going to go in with this shade Amber. I'm like 99.9% positive you can buy these individually. Like, you don't have to buy them like the set. Well, I know you can, but like I'm pretty sure this color comes in without the set. So I will link it if I find it below. So I just kind of go in and like create a line right in the hollows of my cheeks, just to kind of give me like a bit more of a structure. And then I'll just go in with a really small fluffy brush from Morphe and blend this in. You can totally use your beauty blender or like beauty sponge to do this portion, but I usually just use a small brush. But I would say if you notice it like picking up any of your foundation and like moving it, definitely go in with a sponge, and that will kind of eliminate that problem. And I absolutely love these matchsticks. I think they're so easy to like blend out and everything, and they just look very natural, and it's like the perfect shade for contouring. I did not think I was going to like cream contour, but I really do. I can't remember, I saw one that's supposed to be like a dupe for the Chanel cream bronzer. I've seen like the Huda Beauty ones, but I feel like there was another one that I saw that was like a dupe for the Chanel that I really want to try. If I find it, I'll link it down below. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go a little bit up here on my forehead. And personally, I like to do like small portions, just because this can dry kind of quickly. So I don't like to do it like all over my whole entire face and like a bunch, because I don't want it to dry and then not be able to blend it in. And make sure if you're doing your forehead that you go all the way back like into your hair, because you do not want like a little white line right there. And then last but not least, our nose. I will say I am definitely not the best at nose contour. I know that, and I will gladly admit that to anyone who asks. But kind of my technique is I just go down the sides of my nose, across the tip, and just like up a little bit to kind of help lift up my nose, and then a little line right across the middle. Which obviously we look like a crazy person, but it's fine. Nobody needs to know. And once you get it all blended in, nobody ever will. It'll be like it never happened. I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me powder. I'm gonna put quite a bit into the cap since I am gonna bake. And I'm gonna go in with this random, it's just like it's from Bella Pro. It says it's a contour brush. Honestly, if you have like powdered contour, or even with cream, you could use it to like chisel it out, but I like to use it to bake with. So I'm just going to kind of put this right below where I did the contour. And you're gonna put like a generous amount. I'm gonna get a little bit more powder, and I'm gonna go in with this like dome tip Morphe brush and put some powder under my eyes. Since we did the concealer down there, we don't want anything creasing. And then I'm gonna use a bigger fluffy brush to put some on my forehead and my chin. And I'm going to leave that bake on just for a little bit so everything gets nice and set. So while our bake is sitting, I am going to go in with just a little bit more bronzer. This is the Chocolate Soleil from Too Faced that I always use, and just add a little bit more. So I'm going to go in with that big fluffy brush and wipe away our bake. And now, as usual, I'm going to use my Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso and a super large fluffy Morphe brush. Okay, so I'm going to now go in and do my eyeliner. You honestly could do it with or without eyeliner. I mean, I don't know, I might do no eyeliner today. If I was going to do eyeliner, I would use the Tarte Maneater liquid liner. But I think I'm just gonna go in with mascara today. So I'm using the Tarte Maneater mascara. This was one of the ones that I got in that Tarte box. I really, really like it. I don't have any fallout issues. It has like a really interesting wand. I don't know if y'all can see this all that well. Like, it's got little sections that are flat and then ones that have like a lot of bristles, and I think that's so you can get it in like really deep towards your lash line and do that. I don't know, that's just kind of my thought process on it. Okay guys, now we have our mascara on. Like I said, I feel like this just really ties a lot of the look together. Once this dries, I'm gonna go in with the Molly Evercolor Starlight Waterproof Liner. This is in Black Navy. I usually like a black, but I love this one so much that it's fine. It's dark enough that it looks black, so it's good for me. So I'm going to take this and I just lightly pull up on my eye. I'll just really lightly line that tight line up there, and it just kind of makes your eyelashes look a little bit fuller. And like, I don't know, if you have any like gaps in between your mascara and your eyelashes where you can like see your eyelid, I feel like this just like kind of erases that and makes them look all like they all go together. So now for my favorite part, highlighter, obviously. I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. It looks like this. I think I'm gonna go in with, I'm gonna be crazy and go in with all four. If y'all have been watching for a while, you know I love highlighter, so I'm literally just getting them all. So I did that with the Morphe M510 brush, and then I'm going to go in with this large flat brush, and again with all of the colors, and I'm going to go in and highlight my inner corner. I like that very bright, and then I'm going to go and do just a little bit on my brow bone. I'm going to highlight my nose. Last but certainly not least, I'm going to go in and do my lips. Today I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics, it's from her lip kits, and it is in the color Show Off. I know some people don't like liquid lipsticks. I personally don't feel like I have any problem with hers drying my lips out or anything. Like, I really like them, and I really like the way they feel on the lips. And I do like to overline just the smallest bit on my top lip, and this is just with the lip liner. I do usually color in my lips just to help it kind of stay a little bit more. All right, you guys, this is the final look. I really like it with this lip. I feel like it kind of gives it like that whole like orange pumpkin fall vibe. If you don't like that, like I said, you can totally pair it with a dark lip. I have done this look with like a really dark red, like kind of like plum shade, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Or you could even, if you're not comfortable, do it in with like a pink or like nude lip, or even a red lip would look really gorgeous. Honestly, just because the eyes are so like a neutral color since they are brown, you can pretty much do it with any sort of lip color and it will look great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I feel like it had been forever since I gotten on here and done like a makeup tutorial, so I'm so happy to be back and doing that because I absolutely love doing makeup and I love showing y'all like what kind of makeup I'm wearing, how I'm liking to do it and stuff. So I'm very happy to be back doing this. But I hope you guys all enjoy, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and keep a lookout for videos every Saturday at 4 p.m. to come on my channel. And also y'all can follow me over at It's Tara Elizabeth on Instagram, and like I post on there like pictures and stories and stuff. If you want to keep up a bit more with like my day-to-day life, definitely go over there so you can check that out. But yeah, I hope y'all all have a happy and safe weekend, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys.